Well, good morning. We're at Ruxton for round 3 of the Apico bsma Nationals. One of my favourite tracks. Originally this wasn't going to be on the calendar this year, but obviously we had a couple of meetings cancelled and postponed at the beginning of the year, so with some dates rescheduled, this has been added on and well, replaced one of the cancelled rounds at the beginning of the year, and this has now been the chosen venue. It's a brilliant track. I think if the lap times would be a little bit longer, this would be definitely a Max's track. It's so much fun to ride. From a rider's point of view, the track preparation here is brilliant. The jumps are really safe, but you feel like you're almost doing an AMA National. It's that much fun. So looking for good results. I finally started getting out of the gate really well last weekend at the previous round of Book Tour, and was really enjoying riding the Manchester MC FC 250 Costrana. Well, I'm finally clicking with it a bit more, riding it a bit more aggressively, not too sure, so hopefully we'll be doing okay this weekend. So we'll keep you posted as the weekend goes along. All the cloud, there's a bit of cloud this morning, but that's all starting to clear, as you can probably see me squinting a little bit. So it looks like we're going to be in for another sunny day. They've put a lot of water down. Hopefully it'll hold out for 3 blocks, because as I say, the UK is experiencing a bit of an unusual dry spell at the moment, so it's all set for a good weekend. Well, we've just done practice qualifying. As you track, as I said just before we went out for qualifying, track really good fun, to be fair. I've only ever raced here on a 450 before, so I knew what if the jumps could be done comfortably. I mean, there is an uphill triple. I'm comfortable with just doing it as a double and a single at the moment. Might go for it a bit later on. It's a very comfortable double, but obviously I wasn't really going at race speed. I enjoyed it. The corners, my weak spot is always ruts, especially after all my knee surgery and everything. And obviously they've had to water the circuit heavily because of the dry conditions which the UK is having at the moment. So there's a lot of ruts in the corners, so I've just got to get my head around those a little bit. It's always a confidence thing. It's weird because last week at Brookthorpe I was fine with them. This week I just felt a little bit, I was dabbing my foot down, which I shouldn't do. The other thing was, which I never noticed, there's a double jump at the end of the long straight at the back, just before you rejoin the start area. On the 450 last year, it didn't seem to be a problem, but I seem to be coming in and having to literally stand on the brakes going into the corner, because the corner's straight after that corner. So I struggled with that a couple of times. I think the first time because I overjumped it a little bit, because I wanted to make sure I got over it clearly, like not with the 450. So I really stood on the brakes, and I was on the inside turn as well, on the inside berm. So that was a bit of a sharp bit of braking for that one. The rest of the track I really enjoyed, so looking forward to some good things. I found out I'm 12th in the championship at the moment as well, so I'm happy with that. I was quite surprised that I struggled with first getting used to the new bike. But other than that, all looking good for the rest of the weekend. Done Moto 1 here at Roxton. Freaky fast. I got a good start. Was able to see the leaders for once. Didn't get off the gate very well, but I managed a good handful of throttle going up straight. 10th to 11th going round the first turn by the looks of it. The first couple of opening laps, so many riders were going down every corner. They've had to put a lot of water down. Obviously it's very dry conditions, very dusty. It would be very dusty, but probably the corners are a little bit too soft. The ruts are really snagging. My gear lever was snagging a few of the ruts, knocking me into neutral a few times. Finally got the tabletop which lands down the hill. I think I did that on the second lap. The Johnny Goodgee just walking past. Really enjoyed it. There's a double jump at the end before you go back onto the start straight. I think I said about it before, after qualifying. I'm landing with my brakes full on and I'm just about stopping for the corner after the double jump. I think on the last lap I nearly went over the top and cocked one of the ruts up. It's a great feeling jumping down that hill off that tabletop. The uphill triple I probably could do. I came up short a little on one of the laps, second or third lap. Just for peace of mind I'm going to just double and single out of that. For now I don't know, we'll see how we feel in the next one. Don't know where I came in it. I've had a good start, loads went down. The problem I'm having on the opening lap or two in a minute is I'm taking my time gelling with the tracks for some reason now. Now the starts are there, the opening lap or two I'm kind of like too cautious, just trying to find my lines, and then I start picking up and then picking other riders off, but oh well. We've done race number 2 here, Roxton. They watered the first turn right before our race, and a lot of the track there was a lot of water down. Straight away I hate slick surfaces, especially when it's hard packed surface. I thought it caught a lot of riders out on the opening lap. A lot of riders went down. yeah, you had to just slight twitch of the throttle or touch your brakes, and it was just like riding on glass. So that wasn't too good. I had a good little battle though with, I think it's 315. A couple of laps, took me a little while to get past him. I got down on the double over the far side. I'm still going down that inside line, but they'd watered into that corner as well, and it was hairy trying to stop on that one for a couple of times. I really enjoyed it. It was hard work. I still didn't do the uphill triple. I'm close to doing it and I'm not even trying. There's just kind of like a bit of a mental block just to get over that last bit, because it's a big old jump. The downhill, the tabletop, which drops away into the downhill, I'm doing lovely. I think I had a sketchy one. I just had to change my line, got a bit of a wobble on. Other than that, so I think 18th in that one. But when I think that I'm probably mixing it in with a lot of AMCA Championship riders, there's some fast riders here this weekend in the vets. I think that Clark, who's won our one, is a British champion, former 125 250 British champion. You got Lee Spurs ridden the British Masters, Simon Brace, who's a good rider. I'm only a couple of paces behind him. Paul Webb as well. So I mean, I'm in some good company around me, to be fair. So I'm happy with, although my results probably don't sound it, but there's some good riders out there today. So all good. We've just done, that would be race 3. We have to do it on Sunday morning. We had one sighting lap and then it was straight to the gate, so the track was not a single bump on it. It'd been heavily watered, very fast, scary fast to be fair for me. I didn't like it at all. Track was good fun to ride, but it was a blistering pace. A lot of riders went down on the opening lap, so I managed to miss a few of that. Got up, I don't know, I haven't got a clue where I finished. I was just happy to get around, and as I say, it was a really good fast race. They're actually going to run the practice blocks now for the rest of the classes, so we won't get our 5th race till a little bit later on or whatever it is. So yeah, no, it was good. So I'm just going to go and check the results, but looking forward to the other 2 races that hopefully we should be having today. So let's see how it goes. Well, we just done, I think that's going to be our 4th race. Blimey, it was so fast. I mean, my fastest lap time of the weekend as well, 2:28 round here. For an old duffer like me, that was pretty good. I also went for the triple. I came off the gate pretty well, got a good start off the gate. Somebody else went over the handlebars over the second jump as we went out the second turn. Then somebody else collected him. I had to take a bit of evasive action to avoid the rider as he rolled across the floor. A couple of laps into the race, and I thought I've been doing the double easy all week. In fact, I've actually been having to shut off to not do the triple. And everyone said, go over the right, it's not as bad, you'll be able to ride it out. So I decided to go for it, and I came up short massively right on the top. The back end of the machine was swapping around like crazy. Gave me a bit of to be fair, didn't scare me, but it jarred my wrist quite a bit, to be fair. And obviously I've got frozen shoulders, so it made it the next 2 jumps. I was just trying to recoup myself, so I went back to doing double single, and I'm happy to admit it. I tried it, didn't like it. The triple wasn't for me. The rest of the track really liked it. It was a very fast pace. The leaders came round. I did get lapped in that one, and they came round. There's a very good quality field of riders here this weekend, with some pro riders, ex-pro riders who've done Maxis and British champions, and so I'm in the mix with some pretty good company. And it's very fast paced all weekend. I mean, a lot of the guys who are normally at the leading or winning our race, this vets class, are getting 6th and 7th this weekend, so it just shows you the pace we're doing. I think I had 15th in that one, and I'm happy with that. So we've got one more race to go, and I'm looking forward to it, and fingers crossed we'll keep I'm not going to go with a triple, I'm going to stay in one piece. Right, we've just done our 5th final race for the weekend. Got a good start for once, but there's a chicane down there, and it's been rutted, and the whole track's been dry all weekend. I've been having a nightmare with that corner all weekend, and then I finally went down on the opening lap. Nothing serious, just stupid, just panicking and getting cross-rutted and going down. Caught a few people up. Got past a couple, but really the damage was done then, so I was happy to just settle where I was. Track has been so fast today. I mean, really fast. I mean, this is like being one of the fastest tracks I've ridden. I mean, even when we've ridden here before, it's been fast, but this weekend it's been a blistering pace, but been brilliant fun, and hats off to the BSMA. Very dry conditions, and the landowner had done all the water in the weekend. Okay, it's been a little bit polished in places sometimes, but they've managed to run a meeting pretty well, really. So we're in the middle of what I'd say nearly a drought now in the UK. It's been about a month and a half since we've had any rain. So it's been a cracking meeting. All the riders out there did really brilliantly. Some of the kids look fantastic out there. So looking forward to the next one, I think, which we've got a bit of a break now with the BSMA till August, I think. I've got a couple of championships with some other classes, so at least that'll keep me racing. I might do a club meeting. I believe there might be a club meeting here again in a couple of weeks' time, so I might do that. Other than that, great weekend, nothing else to say. The Manchester FC 250 Husqvarna is absolutely faultless. I mean, I've always liked the bike right from day one, but I think there's a bit of a love affair with the bike starting now. It really is what a machine. I did go for the triple in the last race, the race before rather, and didn't quite make it. I think that might be a bit of ballast on my case, but the rest of it's faultless. The bike, it's a real pleasure to ride. I really am enjoying riding it. So that's it for Race Diary. So catch you at the next one.